It's just so versatile, but I'm still learning. Excuse me. I'm still learning a bit how to use it and what balance of softwares to use. Do you
Yeah.
use a mix of what tools do you use typically?
Actually, I have a certificate for Rhino level 2,
Oh, no way.
but to be honest, I never used it again. It was I had a chance to make it at the university.
Oh, there's somebody.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh no.
Oh no. Is it okay now? Sort of. Fingers crossed. We can hear you. Oh,
Okay.
Later. There we go. Hello everybody, welcome. We are back. My computer crashed. I apologize to the meta crew that were watching. I hit the map back button and my computer just went into the weirdest fucking robotic sound. But we are back. We are here in the Siminium space parcel for MOCA. I think we're looking at a different version of the Hack the Bear exhibition, right?
Yes.
yes, that is right. So this is part 2.
All right. Hell yeah, let's do it.
Can you guys hear me okay?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I can increase your audio? Mike?
I'm not sure. Maybe in settings if there's an audio.
Bars, ambient, parcels. Think that's just for my mic, or oh well. All right. Michael, did you make that avatar? Are you guys in VR right now?
Yes, we are in VR.
Okay.
Can move our hands, dancing.
Yeah. You can do a fist bump like this.
Hey. Oh, that's actually
But
great.
with my controllers, it's very hard to. The middle finger always. I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Your fingers are so long in this avatar. It's great.
Yeah.
To have the default one. Are you in? You're in the PC mode.
I am.
Excellent, excellent. Well,
Yeah,
we have a nice wintry
mm,
night for everyone here.
it's actually, I was surprised. I when I spawned in, I was like, it's winter, and then when I was running here before I crashed, I was like, we gotta make it there before we freeze to death. Can't run out of stamina.
It is kind of like when you hear the wind and you're going through Somnium, and it feels like you feel cold. It
Yeah,
just feels like
Yeah,
you're really
yeah.
exposed.
It's
it's and you
this
guys
puzzle
gotta.
is
Mm,
so exclusive. There don't
Oh
there
yeah,
are no neighbors, right?
yeah, I was literally gonna say like
right.
you guys got a nice spot, nice mountain view.
And look back here. Look at the woods.
Yeah, it's actually. I'm guessing you're not able to build beyond a certain point.
Right. So it's about here where you see the kind of the platform go underneath the snowbank,
I
and
see.
the arcades kind of fall in a little bit. So you
Okay.
see this build has the same kind of like pieces, but just
Mhm.
different material, different context a little bit.
It's
Is
it's
this your
not
first
as
time at this pantheon?
yeah, it's my first time in the app. I tried to visit it in the web browser and it wasn't loading properly.
Yes, right now any custom object in Somnium doesn't render in the web client or the web app. Um,
Oh,
and I think it's for security reasons. They don't want people to then be able to grab objects, custom objects from web.
okay, I see.
Even if it's hack of a bear, I feel like it should be hack of a building too. You just grab it.
True. Michael, are you saying something?
No.
Oh, okay. I just heard some weird reverb, I guess. Alright, let's go check it out.
All
I
right.
really like this design. It's like the pillars are not as round. Well, I mean, they felt round in the other one. These I wish I could point in VR. I don't have a VR headset. This is this is where I see you guys are gonna win and we're gonna die off in the survival game.
Right. Well, let's follow Michael inside the dome here. All right. So here's a good entry point.
Wow, you guys actually have a really nice view of all of it. Damn. And a snowman. You can click on the snowman? I'm not gonna click on the snowman. Oh. The idea here, I'm gonna read this for the stream because
Sure.
I don't think well they might be able to read it, but I will still do it anyways. Um, the main idea behind this collaboration between Hackatao, there we go. I know how to pronounce that now, and Leonardo da Vinci is the concept of continuum, the fractals, never-ending pattern, the conscious connection, no, the continuous connection, the infinite circularity, the indivisible eternity of art. While Leonardo spends his life looking for truth, Hackatao gives the chance for his creations to come to life and become real. The bear literally gets hacked by Hackatao and finds its eternal second life, being forever engraved in the unconscious stream of their one Eric drawings. I hope I pronounced that word correctly. This is the story of how art this is the story of how art that we love and worship so much is a superior force that knows neither age nor place. Nora Barisi, digital and crypto art curator. And then under that it says, oh, the Museum of Crypto Arts exhibit of Hackataos, yes. Leonardo da Vinci's inspired Bear employs the same stylistic goals of work modernizing genius from the Italian Renaissance in a digital context, designed by architects Untitled XYZ. This man's right here. What? 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 Circles. Circles. Um, I got how was I reading? Oh, yeah, architect Untitled XYZ. The environment plays with the concept of a pantheon and the destruction of geometric shapes as an immersive QR code. The Oculus provides a virtual-looking glass peer down to the bear below, coercing it out of 2 dimensions and into three. Museum of Crypto Art MOCA Untitled XYZ. Yo, I really like these descriptions. These we are lacking good quality descriptions in the space, and this is like so good.
It needs to be like a snap that I can do with my fingers. Snap, snap, snap. Yeah, this is. I mean, I think this is one of my favorite. Very kind of such a team project with everyone involved. There's so many people involved in this work, and uh, Shivani and Colborne wanted to create this kind of ancient artifact that could host a project like this, and um, so we kind of stumbled on the Pantheon as a reference and wanted to recreate something that is of the Pantheon, but very unfamiliar also. So in the same way that the bear is kind of being projected out into this 3D artifact above, I think this is kind of what we wanted to do with the Pantheon, where the coffers kind of are repeated and arrayed up in a very kind of ethereal way. So this is slightly different than the one in Arium, and yeah, here we are.
I really like it. I really like this. This is especially the sense of movement. Oh, the sense of movement. Within I guess marble. Is that what you were aiming for? Marble texture, I imagine.
Yeah, it's got a marble texture to it. We wanted to kind of play off of some of the marble tones in the original Pantheon, but I feel like what we were talking about before, that we should really remap them with like different drawings and things. Um, can you see the bear? Okay, mine is actually, my computer's struggling a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I see the Hackatao bear with like the renderings on it, and
Oh,
then
excellent.
the
Okay,
little drawing in the middle. I can see inside of its mouth right now. Whoa.
very cool.
I
You can
really
also
like this where
climb.
mm, it's I really like the sense of movement in this. Like it shows like how you don't have to have an actual movement to convey movement in sculpture, and also how that translates in sort of, or how you can utilize that in sort of limited metaverses, right? That don't have like full animation and full rigging. It just
Right, with these you could see it, they're all just connected on the vertex, just right on the
oh,
edge.
I see.
So all of them are kind of like balanced that way as they array up, which I thought was fun.
Oh, okay. If I had VR glasses on, I would look like a grandpa, just like on my knees, like staring.
The shadow is so insane.
Look,
Big.
yeah, look at this. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa!
Ah,
How'd you?
amazing. Ah,
That's actually great.
Okay, I have to lay down after this. Getting
yeah,
motion sickness.
yeah,
Wait,
right.
how are you able to jump that far?
Wow, the shadow is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
Can I fly?
you can
Well, yeah,
you can sort of host music shows here, like
oh yeah,
art, visual, like audio based works, visual based works. Like, I mean, also cult wise, you can have a full cult meeting here. But this is not a cult, and to everybody listening, Mocha is not a cult. It's just
during the night you can see, whoa, yeah, you can see the moon coming through the Oculus and kind of trace around. You can see it there.
oh,
That's the moon shadow,
Oh, nice.
but it's pretty bright during
okay.
the day.
Okay, that's actually that I really like that because um in Egypt we have a I think I forget the name of the temple, but we have a temple where there's a specific hole in the temple wall, and it's designed in such a way that on the birthday of that specific pharaoh, the sun just shines on his face, and no other day does it shine on his face. And so that sort of reminds me of
That's
that.
insane.
It's crazy.
Can
And
you
then
see me dancing in the moonlight?
Oh yeah.
wait, oh
Oh,
wow,
that's so good.
oh, that's actually
I got a picture.
I am very impressed. Because like when I did a stream about medium space earlier, and I was like, I had to stop after a little bit because I got genuine motion sickness. But with people, I'm seeing the full perks of it, and like it's actually great.
It's I feel like my when I first started going into the space, I got a little bit more motion sickness than I do now. Now it's a little bit whoa. Uh Clantono, I got some great photos.
Yeah, nice.
So good.
You should share them on Twitter.
I
Yeah,
will. It's great.
I love that jump animation, and also just it's nice that the drawing matches the like it's basic stuff, but like man, I have seen some weird exhibitions in Decentraland and crypto voxels where like placement is just broken in the weirdest way, and so now I appreciate like even works in correct orientation because like there is some weird stuff in Decentraland.
It's hard to I think it's still really difficult to just place artwork
Mm.
in some of these apps. I think Somnium does a really when I learned about the snapping feature in Somnium Space the Builder, oh, life changing.
Okay.
Where you can snap like a square piece to a square object. It was amazing,
Oh.
and it just makes it more accurate.
Are you able to do that with like the normal assets as well, or is this like an imported 3D model in a separate program?
Well, this is so the image of the bear head that was imported after,
Okay.
but like
For like
for
these, I
generally
mean.
for like the MOCA Museum where we wanted to get like
Mm.
the artwork placed really neatly in those grids and the different squares, having good placement tools is super key. And I think it's pretty hard in Decentraland to get everything to kind of line up cleanly in some ways. I think compared to Somnium Space, but
Oh,
they all have their pros and cons. I think.
I agree. It's like I mean, all of them like Crypto Voxels has this weird like pro but con at the same time where it's like sort of dystopian barren, but it's very nice because it's so dystopian and barren and it's being like actively built. And then the
Right.
Central End has like the pro and cons of it being like fully like digestible by like even a 3-year-old kid. They'll just like understand and pick that stuff up. But then it's like only with you guys' stuff have I seen like the actual like yo, let's break reality, let's make some invisible stuff, you know. And then it's great to see that you're able to do it here because like the Central End is very like I think in the Central End you would have to like build this in some like Blender, for example, right? And then export it as a file and pray to God that it places right, renders right, and doesn't drop the frame. Whoa, is there
Right.
a bunny?
It's oh
What
yeah,
the?
Yeah.
there's wild bunnies. Where did it go?
Can bunnies enter the parcels? I mean, could you imagine like if you were visiting this place and there was a bunny standing in front of the bear? Like legitimate. Like that would be one of those like random like moments of like code interacting with art in this weird way. Like actually, like wow. Even just the presence of the bunny are next to a bear sculpture. Like, this is pure AI. What?
The bunny. Yeah, it's pretty. There was an elk last time I was here
What
that
the?
came out of the woods. Oh, that might be one over there.
What? For real?
Is is that one? I can't see. Oh no, it's a tree.
That's actually. I mean,
You guys are gonna lose me in the woods in the blizzard.
I think it's. I really think it's actually great that there's a random bunny going around a bear sculpture in the metaverse, and nobody like coded that intentionally. Just happened just because like randomly, you guys chose this specific place. Like,
I love this. This is such a cool parcel, and it's so remote.
it's it really is like you actually have to do some trekking in the metaverse to make it. And then Michael's at the snowman.
Did you climb the snowman?
No, don't work.
He every time I hover over him, it gets highlighted in green. But also, I am very excited for when. Well, I mean, do you guys know if people are able to put like, maybe not now, but in the future, like ray tracing might able to make itself into web browser rendering? Because the colors and like the lighting, right, in a ray traced area, or even Unreal Engine 5 would be wild. Because then the reflections
Yeah.
you would get off the marble, the PBR, the light, if you include like a day and night cycle, and even if you include like actual like good atmospherics, you like, wow, okay, I see you guys, I see you.
I think we'll get there. I mean, soon, honestly.
Yeah, with cloud computing, I guess.
Wait, what do you mean by cloud computing?
So it's rendered in the cloud
Oh,
by on big server farms, I guess.
okay, I see.
So it's yeah, everyone can access to it by this notebook.
Okay,
You don't need high performance hardware at home.
okay, so like, oh, so that's what
I think
like,
that is the future.
I think I agree with you because I realized I use something that's like a Google Collab to do my AI works, and that's yeah utilizing a server farm. I'm pretty sure, and a GPU farm. Well, this actually well, like now I'm excited. Before we end this or anything, what other shows are you guys working on? Like, what's in the works? Are you allowed to say?
Ooh,
This is being recorded. This is live on stream.
you have to be a member of the church to know. No, I'm just kidding. Um, we, there are a lot of stuff coming. I think what I know we're both super excited about rooms. I think that's going to be
Yeah.
really blow this open and gonna make for a real burst of different architectural experiences and shows and wings and lots of different opportunities for art to kind of be experienced in different ways. But for those watching who are curious about rooms, which will, are coming out soon, Floor and Room is kind of a project to look at how we can create cross virtual world compatible architecture. So a gallery space that can exist across worlds, and similar to what we just experienced with Arium and now Insomnium. But I think right now the technical hang-up is it's very difficult to design to each world's specifications, and you kind of are in a silo depending on what world you're in. But I think what the big next leap is going to be 3D artifacts, NFTs that you can own. So an architectural building that you can own that can exist across worlds, and that you can populate your art in automatically and have it populate across those worlds automatically. Which is what you were saying with art placement, which is so challenging right now. But I think we're gonna close those gaps.
It's you should see the
Room.
you should see the smile that's on my face right now, because have I talked to you about Dutch Tide's work at all?
Oh, I love Dutch Tide.
So have you talked to him at all, like in DMs or anything?
We've DM'd a few times, but I'm a big fan of what he's building out with Midnight Breeze, and I think, he's one of the few folks who really sees how this stuff can progress in different ways and be kind of a mix of beautiful art, architecture, and a game.
Oh,
But yeah, sorry. I can ramble on about him. I love his work.
I love it too. I think he's one of my very first buys in the NFT space. I bought his rustic apartment on Rarible #2, and I was like, this makes sense. But I would recommend messaging him. I don't want to say it because I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it. But like, message him and ask him like what he's like building with some of the stuff, because like, what me and him have talked about like aligns with what you guys are just talked about in like the most perfect way. It's actually like synchronicity, I would call it, because it's like he's literally just tackling the building sort of, just from his work. But once you talk to him and he actually tells you what he's doing, it's like, oh, okay, Dutch, I see what you're fucking okay.
I'm super excited to. I think what this will open up is like, the best part of it will be, it's not going to be, an untitled XYZ building. It'll be like everyone will be able to participate in this framework. And so Dutch Tide and all these other architects and designers and artists will be able to contribute these 3D spaces that can be kind of, cross-world and multifaceted and very interoperable. Trying to think of another buzzword that's like connected. but
Yeah.
but yeah, I think like with Dutch Tide, I'm gotta reach out to him to like contribute to the space, to the rooms, because I think that would be amazing. I want to see he has a Church of Crypto
Yeah.
that was in one of the Pranksy boxes last year that I have, and I'd love to see that in one of these worlds.
Man, I stared at that Church of Crypto when it was like 0.02 ETH before he announced Midnight Breeze, and gas was too high. And the moment he announced the whitelist, I just cried. Well, I didn't cry, but I was like so sad. And then I made it into the whitelist anyways because of my rustic apartment, but I still did not have enough ETH to mint Midnight Breeze. And when there was like a nice dip in there, gas was still too high for me to buy, and I'm sitting here now just like, I want a fucking Midnight Breeze. Like, I own them. It's like his work is actually, it's so good, and it's just so culturally and vaporwave rich. And even like that's the one thing I realized, like vaporwave sort of like fits in like post-internet. Well, vaporwave is sort of post-internet art and post-internet culture, and then the style that MOCA has is very much post-internet, post-meme, culture. And I was just like, oh my god, like Red Scanner was the first one to ever bring my attention to vaporwave as like a valid form of artistic creation and artistic critique and improvement. And then slowly for a whole year, I'm like, this is more than music. Like, this is actually, it's like, what's his name? What's that dude? What's that famous artist that did the Pink Panther sculpture? Is it Koons? I no. Was it Koons? One of them one of them dudes that was like, oh, this is a piece, commenting on popular culture, but it's actually just like, cliche popular culture critique that's just like, or I guess full pop culture critique, if you will. And then
Right.
with vaporwave, it's actual genuine culture critique through like sense of nostalgia and memes and music, and then comes the art with like all the imagery. It's great. I'm just rambling now, but it's great.
No, I know. It's just, it's so exciting. I think, yeah, Plantono, what do you think about how this stuff will shake out over the next few months? I know we talked about it earlier, but very exciting.
Yeah, I'm really very curious how many how the exhibitions of all the collectors and artists will look. How many architects will come to us and want to contribute. So, yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
want
I think.
want to own a room. Yeah,
Yeah, me too. Me too.
I want to as well. And to
Oh,
those listening, go buy our works so we can get rooms. Thank you on the stream.
we just want to get a room. Oh man.
Um, well, thank you guys for doing this. This was great. Legitimately, I'm excited that the Meta crew gets to see this because we get to see a lot of like Decentraland stuff and people like we hear a lot of like events happening in Decentraland, but not a lot of people get to see like full artistic, exhibitions and like architecture, and so to
yeah,
actually get a walk through from the minds behind it as well, it's actually great. And to those listening, if you want to tell them where they can find you on socials and what or like yeah socials and how to buy your art, or like where they can find you or find your work.
Oh, you're asking us.
Yes.
Uh, my my handle is untitled XYZ underscore, and you can find me through the MOCA Twitter. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing through there, and I have a super rare profile, async art, and all sorts of goodies coming up. But yeah, I think I'm hoping we have more things like this where it's like a solo exhibition showcasing one beautiful work and giving
yes,
space for that to breathe. I think that makes a big difference. So yeah. Anyway, I'll pass it to you, sir.
yeah. So you can find me on Twitter with tag Tono and also in the MOCA Discord. And if you want to know more about MOCA, visit our website, our DAB. On the DAB there's also a link to our wiki with a bunch of information for you.
And the library
Create a members pass.
and the
And
members
create
pass.
a members pass, yeah.
Members pass. That's the key. That's
It's
your
free for
ticket
all.
to the. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
free.
I really like the members pass. It's
Yeah, I
that.
think
Mhm.
it is the best way to express yourself through your NFTs.
It really
and
is.
to build your own Web3 identity.
It really, and the library section you guys have is also. I said this on a stream before, but they got Foucault. They got. It's just in pipe. This is not a pipe. Like, actual like. Go check out the library section to those listening, and also the archive section. The archive section is actually of or the history of crypto art section. That's crazy. Like you guys, MOCA has essentially, I think, pretty much like every major event cataloged pre NFT creation at some point. You guys touch on like NFT, like the blockchain just being a thing before that, and so it's a really extensive,
Yeah.
like verified, trusted sort of timeline of how this space has been evolving for the last 7 years, 6 years. So go check it out. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. To those listening, I apologize for the random stream crash, but this is new tech we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And now I realize, don't mess with the map. But thank you guys for coming. Go follow them both. Go buy their works. Go come interact in the MOCA Discord. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Yeah, I guess next month we will
Bye.
do another tour.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
Yes.